Guys, legislators in Tennessee just voted to charge any elected representatives in Tennessee who vote against Trump's policies with a Class E felony. A Class E felony. Elected officials who are elected to represent constituents and people who live in Tennessee are now going to be charged with felonies if they disagree with the king. I know that we all knew this was revolutionary times, but what are we doing during the revolution? Are we just shaking our heads? Are we living in fear? Or are we taking action?
Sometimes the actions that MAGA state representatives carry out are even more extreme than the policies that the Trump administration tries to pull off.
The Constitution and rip it up, because that's what you're doing. You're creating a very dangerous precedent of attacking the speech and debate clause of the U.S. Constitution. We took an oath just a few weeks ago to vote against any legislation that is injurious to the people and erodes their rights and privileges. You are violating your oath to both the U.S. Constitution and the Tennessee Constitution, and it is shameful what is happening here today. This is serious. We're going after elected officials based on how they vote. Imagine, we've already tried to expel them based on what they say. Now we're going after people for how they vote. This is wrong. It's a violation of everything we stand for. And so we just did the Pledge of Allegiance. That was just, we might as well just take that down now. Because this is un-American. This is the root of it. You can say all the other stuff about this bill, but this provision in particular about charging people with a Class E felony based off of, it says here in the law, every elected official in local government who votes in the affirmative shall be charged with a Class E felony. This is what the law says that you have drafted, which legal told you is incorrect, which is unconstitutional.
There's a new energy of disregarding the legal advice, the laws, and even the Constitution for the sake of forcing policy on people. If charging elected officials with a felony based on their vote isn't bypassing the representative process that these guys like to brag about, I don't know what is. We've quickly gotten to the stage in this fascist takeover where dissent is criminalized from the citizenry to political opposition in the legislature.
Grandmother, a mother of 5, grandmother of 3, is legally sitting here, not breaking any laws, and I'm being carried out because they don't like seeing my sign that says, Jesus was an immigrant and a refugee.
Right.
I do this on behalf of all the immigrants and refugees who are going to be over-policed in this country. It's horrible what's being done to them. That is the reason I am here. And I stand on their behalf. Or actually, I'm kneeling on their behalf.
Yes.
I'm kneeling on their behalf right now, as Jesus would do.
Yes.
We are all children of immigrants.
Yes.
We are every one of us
Yes.
a child of immigrants.
Yes. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water.
It's weird how this party keeps talking about how this is a Christian nation, but then continues to have an issue with people that embody those Christian values that they claim to respect. So when you're unconcerned with both the religious laws and standards, as well as the ones established in this country, the only person left to worship, respect, and revere is the 34-time felon that opposes all of it.
The thing is, it's not just in the U.S. Constitution. Our very own Tennessee Constitution has a very similar provision to this that protects legislators. It says individual legislators are immune from any kind of suit, including criminal prosecutions, for any act deemed as part of the legislative body's deliberative process. This is from the Tennessee State Constitution. Tennessee courts have repeatedly upheld this precedent. And so again, if you want to pass a lawsuit, that's on you. But I hope that we have record of everyone who votes against this, because we want you all to be the first brought before the courts to explain the constitutionality of this, because it is unconstitutional. We have told you this. You're going to vote however you want to vote. And so again, this is unconstitutional. You've been warned. You're going to do this vote however you want to do it. But it's shameful. And the citizens of Tennessee deserve serious deliberation of people who take our constitutional oath seriously.
We'll be voting on the tabling motion. All in favor say aye. Opposed?
No.
The ayes have it. Motion is tabled.
This commitment to sweeping deportations of any and everyone that this white supremacist administration sees as inferior has been looking for avenues like this to advance their agenda. Because as the borders are openly said on CNN, he's frustrated by people knowing their rights, because human rights are in opposition to fascist objectives.
Sanctuary cities are making it very difficult to arrest the criminals. For instance, Chicago, very well educated. They've been educated how to defy ICE, how to hide from ICE, And I've seen many pamphlets from many NGOs. Here's how you escape ICE from arresting you. Here's what you need to do. They call it know your rights. I call it how to escape arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest, and they tell you how to hide from ICE. No, don't open your door. Don't answer questions. Okay, you can call it know your rights all you want, but there's an order for the removal.
Do y'all remember when it used to be embarrassing to not care about due process, which is obviously nowhere on Homan's radar? We're supposed to take a racist and lawless regime's word for it when they haphazardly sweep up undocumented people and American citizens at the same time, rush them to deportation without a second to think about it. It's bound to cause more chaos and instances of Americans being attacked and having their rights violated by a guy who's only concerned with feeding his hunger for more of it.
All right. Are you satisfied, Tom Homan, with the pace of migrant deportations?
No, we got to do more. We got to open that aperture up, which we're going to do. It was a great start. The first week was unprecedented. I mean, the illegal crossings on the border one day was like 540. I've never seen that, and I started on Border Patrol in 1984, and we went from 10,000 a day to under 600. So it's great, it's good, but we're not finished, and we need more deportations, a lot more deportations, and that's what we're working on.